Greetings, beautiful, radiant beings. Welcome to my channel. My name is Zephyr. I'm a licensed massage therapist and bodywork professional. I'm a shamanic practitioner, Reiki master teacher, sound healer, and psychic intuitive. I'm here to share with you messages from Spirit. These messages are timeless, so whenever you are receiving this is the perfect time for you. Beautiful beings, we will start out how we always do. And that is to clear and ground our space. So, beautiful beings, wherever you are at, please connect with your breath and notice what your breath does to your body. If you're in a place where you can close your eyes, let your eyes rest. Just notice what you notice about your breath, about your environment. Send your attention to the tip of your tailbone. This is your root chakra. And allow that to extend, allow your attention to extend beyond your physical body into the earth beneath you. Connect with the vibration of Mother Earth. Draw the vibration of Mother Earth into your root chakra and allow that to sit there. Thank you, angels, spirits, guides, for all of the messages that you've shared, and thank you for all of the messages that are on their way. What is it that you have to share with the collective at this time? What are the messages that most need to be shared? Thank you, angels, spirits, guides. What are the messages that you need to share? What needs to come out? Get all of the cards out. So we'll pull a couple more cards. Two more, Spirit. I need two more cards. Almost did one flip over in the deck. Did one flip over. Sometimes they jump over in the deck. Nope. It did a little flippy in my hand. All right. That one jumped out though. All right. Wow. I don't know if all of you saw that. Thank you. There's a giant moth that just flew into the space. The ancestors are here really strong. We have these, I think they're called black magic moths, and their wingspan is pretty big. It's like this. And many times they'll come in, and a lot of times they'll fly right to my hand, believe it or not. So yeah, Spirit is coming in strong for this message. All right. Some powerful energy that's coming through for you, beautiful beings. All right, so for those of you that are new to my channel, I'll give you a quick rundown about how I read the cards. So we've got the cards going from left to right. That is your energy in the right now. That is what is coming up for you that needs to be addressed. And this vertical energy is what Spirit's stepping in and saying, hey, this is a little something extra that you need to pay attention to, okay? In the center is the energy that is really speaking to the most important thing that you need to pay attention to, okay? And that is psychic development. I apologize if I lose attention. The moth just flew back over this way. Hi, do you want to come over here and say hello? Hello. There we go. Did you see him? So psychic development is coming up very strong for some of you. Well, for many of you actually. So pay attention to the intuitions, the little feelings, the things that are coming up for you. That's not just circumstance or whatever. That is your gifts that are coming online and becoming more active. So for some of you, you might notice that you're getting flashes or visions. That is has to do with your clairvoyant abilities. You might also be just knowing things, that is claircognizance. You might be feeling things that you're not really quite sure of, that's clairsentience. You might be hearing things and able to speak to your guides, and that is clairaudience. And then there's a couple of other clair senses like clear smelling and clear tasting. But the main ones are the ones that I mentioned that are coming online for you right now, beautiful beings. So pay attention to what that is. And for those of you that this is a new thing for you coming up, it's really important that you learn how to deal with and process that information. So that you're not overextending yourself or moving into a place of discomfort. Now, certainly with the development of your psychic abilities, there's a little bit of that coming forward, right? We're moving into a little bit of our own discomfort as we grow. And that's with any type of growth, right? Whenever we grow into things that are new to us, it's a little uncomfortable. It's a little bit of area of discomfort. It's kind of like I'm being shown a spectrum, right? We've got our area of our life that we're really comfortable with, right? And then we've got this area right here, which is the discomfort zone. And then we've got the area beyond that, which is just sheer terror and dread, right? And we don't want to be in that area, right? So we want to be in that comfort zone of it's a little uncomfortable or a little discomfort. You know, that's still a level of comfort zone for us because it's not so much sheer terror and dread. We don't want to be in that area with any part of our life, I would imagine. At least I don't anyways. I don't want to project that onto all of you. I don't like to be in sheer terror or dread, but I'm okay with being in a little bit of discomfort because I recognize that that's where the growth happens for myself and for many of my clients and people that come to my events. But being in that place of learning what the areas of discomfort are. And when we're talking about the development of our psychic gifts, this is really where we begin to understand what it all is. So to start out with, Spirit's saying, hey, tell them that they need to figure out which of these extrasensory senses are kind of coming online and most important for them right now. Okay, so Spirit is saying, for those of you that are new to this, it's time to learn what all of the signs and symptoms mean, or signs and, not symptoms, what is the word? Spirit, come on. It's the signs and the feelings and the intuitions that you get that help you to understand and recognize what your gifts are and how to work with them. So it might be you get flashes or pictures, right? To kind of figure out what all of that means. Grab a journal, or with any of the things that come up, maybe the feelings like, oh, I feel really icky when I'm around this person, or hey, I feel really great when I walk into a room of people that I truly love and whatnot. Like pay attention to what those feelings or the things are, the sensory input. That's what I'm looking for. That's the word. Yep, think Spirit, you hear that? I'm talking to you, Spirit says. The sensory input that you get that is beyond just the physical, right? Maybe you're having a conversation with, somebody needs to hear this. You're having a conversation with somebody, and somebody needs to hear this really quite profoundly. Anytime my throat does this thing, it's a sign that somebody out there needs to hear this message. So it could be that you're talking with somebody and all of a sudden you hear some words, or you're strongly guided or pushed to share a bit of information. That is very likely that you're hearing your guides. So pay attention to what all of that means. when you're getting these extrasensory stimulus that are coming through, that are pushing through. Okay, so Spirit wants me to break that down just a little bit. And when I just took a look at the card, and it's card number 5. The psychic development card is card number 5. 5 is a number of change. 5 is a number of travel. 5 is a number of exploration. Okay, so have fun with this psychic development piece, right? It should be exciting for you. It should be a little bit like walking to the edge of a big tall building and looking over and going, woo! You know, you get the fun shivers, like, woo, that's a long way down, kind of thing. And hopefully it's not sheer dread or sheer terror or dread. You know, so this psychic development piece should be fun for you. It should be something that's exciting, something it's a part of who you are, beautiful being. It's a part of who you are. So you completely have the ability to feel as much of that as you want to feel and hope to feel. You know, like, think of it as a dial. Your psychic sense is like a dial. You know, sometimes it's turned way up and sometimes it's turned way down. If it's turned way up and you don't want it to be way up, you can turn it down. And all you got to do is ask your guides, your higher self, the universe, whoever it is that you work with, you know, like, hey, let's dial this down a little bit, because right now maybe it's not the time. You know, maybe while you're driving down the freeway at 70 miles an hour or whatever, and having tons of flashes of intuitions and whatnot is maybe not the right time, you know. And so you ask Spirit, hey, turn this down. Now is not the time, right? And you can do that wherever you're at. So we've got this dial, but it's the number of change. And 5 is coming back. 5 is the number of change, and it's for some of you this new energy that's coming in. This maybe it's not new. It's reclaiming. It's remembering. That's what it is. It's not new. It's not new for any of you. It's a part of being human. It's a part of being in connection with nature. It's that intuition that we get, or the thing that we can't explain, that we just understand and we just know. So it's change in that way, that it's coming back to or turning on. Okay, so as I look at this, on either side of this, we've got on either side of the psychic development card, we've got sexual energy, which, for those of you that have been following my channel, this isn't always necessarily about sex or sexual energy, but it's my card for, it's not but, and it's my card for the second chakra. So this second chakra energy is coming up very strong. So some of you out there might be really feeling things on a level that is beyond what the physical sensation of feeling is, right? So the second chakra, the gift of that is clairsentience, which is feeling other people's things, feeling things inside a room, a space, you know. So it's this extrasensory sense or receiving of information that is above your ability to feel, you know, above this like tactile feeling. So whoa, I feel some sort of emotion from another person. Oh, I feel some aches and pains. You know, this is all part of clairsentience, and it's a part of the second chakra energy. Okay, so Spirit's saying it's so important when we begin to have development of our psychic senses. Now, especially in my experience as a massage therapist and bodywork professional, I worked for a long time within a group of other massage therapists, and I heard lots of different stories about, you know, like, oh, I'm taking this energy away from people and doing this and doing that, and even as a Reiki master, you know, like, I've always shared with people, don't take other people's energy. Learn to recognize it and learn to shift it. Okay, so we we recognize where other people's energy is, and we help shift that. We help to move that energy, okay? Versus taking it and absorbing it away from that person. We don't want to do that, because that means that we have to transmute that energy. And beautiful beings, let me just tell you, it is not your job to transmute anybody else's bullshit, anybody else's energy, anybody else's anything. That is their job, okay? So recognize and have good boundaries around all of that, around, you know, helping people, okay? So for some of you, this energy of clairsentience, this clear feeling, this understanding or understanding of energy within another person, that's coming online for you really strong right now, okay? And then we've also got soulmate energy coming through. So some of you that have been following the channel know that this soulmate energy has been coming up quite a bit lately. So there's a person that's coming through, and what Spirit is sharing with me is that this person, this person is helping you with your psychic gifts. And in a couple of past readings, which I'll include a link in the description below, to a couple of other videos about some soulmate and ascension energy. But this person that's coming in, they're helping you with some of your psychic development. And as I look here, we've got the sexual energy card, which is 25, and 2 and 5 is 7 in numerology. And then the reunion of souls card is card number 7. So we've got 757. So 7s and 5s might be really powerful sign numbers for you. So if you're seeing 5s and 7s around, or repeating 757, 575, these types of numbers, if you're seeing that around, know that that is Spirit giving you a nudge, and maybe even repeating 7s or repeating 5s, 555, 777, 5577. These numbers, 5s and 7s, might be coming up for you, and when they are, and if they are, that is Spirit, that is your guides, that is the universe, that's your angels. Whatever it is that you work with, that is them coming to you and sharing with you that they've got something for you. So pay attention to what it is that's going on around, okay? So jumping in, we've got Spirit stepping into the reading and saying, this is a little something that you need to pay attention to, okay? And we've got the slow but steady, and I like to replace the but with and. So we've got slow and steady and integration. So you all, Spirit was here right off the get-go. You know, we've got the ancestors coming in with the moth that was fluttering around, okay? We've got right off the cuff with this reading, okay? And so as I'm looking at these cards, we've got card number 3. The slow and steady card is number 3, okay? 3 is a very powerful number. It's very balanced, right? We've got the Trinity that happens within the divine masculine or divine feminine, Father, Son, Holy Ghost, the Mother, Maid, and the Crone. So we've got this really powerful energy that's coming in with 3s. It's really balanced. It's divine, okay? So we've got divine intervention happening for you all. So we've got card number 3 right up top. And then we've got card number 33, which is integration. 33 is a master number. So beautiful beings, 333 is also a powerful number. Spirit's also saying, okay, we're talking about crystals right now, okay? So Spirit's saying we're gonna talk about crystals. So we've got 7s, we've got 3s, we've got 5s. So when it comes to crystals, there are certain crystals that have, well, let me just show you. So we've got crystals and we've got faces on crystals. So when we look at the face of a crystal, especially a quartz crystal, and we look at the face, the biggest face. So this one has a face that has 7 sides. So we count the sides 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. okay? And then directly on the opposite side of that face, there is another little window with a 3. You probably can't see this on the video, but trust me, it's there. So we've got a window that has a 3. So this crystal that has a face on one side that's got 7, and then directly on the opposite side there's a 3. That's a really powerful transmitter crystal. So some of you out there very likely need to be working with transmitter crystals or Dow crystals, D-O-W. So a Dow crystal is that crystal that has really beautiful geometry in it, and it's got 6 sides and alternating faces of 3 and 7. So it's got a 7-sided face, and then directly on the other side of it is a 3. But on the side that's got the 7, it's also got another 3. Okay, and then it's got a 7, and then it's got a 3, and it repeats around the whole crystal, 7, 3, 7, 3, 7, 3, 7, 3. Really a powerful crystal, a really power transmitter stone that helps to channel in high vibrational light. Okay, so Spirit's saying some of you might really need to be working with these types of crystals. Okay. In terms of this energy that's coming up right now with psychic development, Spirit's saying, you know, if some of you have been going at it real diligently, real strong, slow it down just a little bit. It's okay. We are right on the edge of the Sagittarius solar eclipse. Solar eclipses are really powerful times of change. Eclipses in general are very powerful times of change, okay? Because it's a solar eclipse, it's happening on the new moon. New moons are really great times to set intentions for what energy we want to move forward. It's in the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the archer, and archers have really great aim, and they can hit things from a very long distance away. So Spirit's saying, slow down your practice, pay attention to what you really want, visualize that, and hit your mark. Okay, and part of this is all about you bringing in this new energy that you wish to manifest, and it can be a lot of different things. You know, we're integrating that, and many of you are going to be able to begin to integrate your psychic skills, your psychic abilities into your everyday practice. Now, Spirit's saying, as a word of caution, make sure that you're doing this for the greatest good and the highest joy of all, right? Make sure that it is not a self-serving energy. Many times our gifts come online, and there are people out there that use their psychic abilities to gain over other people. That's not cool, all right? We're gifted these things so that we can help humanity, so we can help everybody come up, all right? Not to have reign over, or to have power over, right? Everybody has these gifts. They're all coming online. Let's help each other. So that is the little Spirit advisory right now at this time. So those are the messages that are coming out with these cards, all right? And we're gonna find some clarification on this energy, and we'll ask for clarification on integration and sexual energy and slow but steady and reunion of souls and integration. All right. We're gonna come to this deck. This is, I have to look at the name. The Star Codes Astro Oracle. Okay, I just recently got a bunch of new decks, and I don't remember all of the names, but this is the Star Codes Astro Oracle, and I really enjoy the energy of these cards. So we're gonna see what comes up with them. All right, angel spirits, guides, thank you for all of the messages that you've shared so far. What is it that you have to share with integration and sexual energy? Whoops. Spirit saying, not this time, not like that. All right, so I take jumpers out of the deck, and those ones kind of just fell out, and that doesn't really count, but that one does. All right, so the card that came out is the card of Mercury, the planet of communication, the planet of electronics, the planet of anybody that has ever had a Mercury retrograde and understand what that's about knows that it can kind of bring up some haywire energy. But it is the planet of communication, and so it's coming up to clarify this integration and sexual energy energy card. So for some of you out there, you might be working with a partner and doing some manifestation using sexual energy, using that type of energy, and you're doing that with your partner. And this is very likely a person that you're very connected to. You know, if you're not super connected with your partner, please don't do sex magic type work. Okay, it's really powerful. This is not my words. This is spirit coming through and saying this. You know, make sure that the person that you are doing this energy with is you're very connected with them. Okay, so and that's coming up because of this Mercury card. Okay, spirit's saying, you know, this person that you're doing this energy with, that you're having this connection with, they've got to be a partner that you have been with for a long time. You're both understanding what's going on, and because what you're doing and you're creating, it's a powerful energy. And Spirit's saying, as you do this creation, if you're using this sex magic work, you're creating something and a really powerful bond, and that is needs to be very intentional. Okay, so Spirit's saying, please don't do that with people that are not of the same understanding with it as you are. And you know, maybe once you do it, you create something that, you know, neither of you understand. You know, you are there to work through it together and to communicate what it is that is coming up. Okay, so be conscious of that. All right, thank you, angel spirits, guides, for that message. All right, what else is it that you have to share with integration and sexual energy? Yeah, part of it is about healing energy, for some of you. So for those of you that are doing this energy where you're working and you're weaving your sexual energy into the work that is happening, it's all about this energy healing. It's all about the connection with the second chakra, right? And so Spirit's saying it's time for you to shift that from coming from a sexual energy to coming from a healing energy. And you're going to need to sit in the meditation with yourselves to figure out how that all comes about and how you shift that from being a sexual energy to being a healing energy, and moving in that direction. All right, thank you, angel spirits, guides, for that. So let us move to sexual energy and slow but steady. As I look at these cards, y'all, I was talking about this repeating pattern of 7 and 3s on the Tao crystals, and when I look at these cards, the cards that are on the outside of this cross, the black cards, we've got a 3 card, we have 7 card, 33, and 7. So we've got this 3, 7, 3 pattern repeating. So if working with crystals is something that you were curious about, this is just an affirmation that definitely need to be working with crystals. All right, thank you for sharing that information with me, Spirit. Okay, so let's find some clarification on sexual energy and slow and steady. Angel spirits, guides. Absolutely, there is some powerful change that is happening when it comes to this. So we've got the card of Uranus, and Uranus is the planet of expansion. It's the planet of moving into things that are wildly out there. You know, in the center we've got this psychic development card, which is card number 5, and 5 is the number of change, as I mentioned. And then this Uranus card, the message on the bottom, that is also change, right? So as you are working with this second chakra energy, there's big changes that are happening with you all, okay? And it's really a powerful thing. And then the other card that came out is the transits card, right? We're moving from one energy to the next. And some of you out there, you're going to bed and you're waking up and you're feeling different, like a completely different person. You're moving from one energy to the next. And when you look at this card, you know, there's a person around a blue orb, and they're in the fetal position. So they're going through this like human metamorphosis that's taking them into a new energy. And look here, we've got, it's card number 55. 5-5. Look, 5's repeating. So for those of you out there that need more signs, this is a sign. This is a sign for you that this change is happening, that you're moving from one energy to the next, and you're literally emerging. You're going to be emerging in this energy, and that's part of why we need to slow down a little bit, so that you have your bearings about you and you have an understanding of how the energy works around you and within you, so that when you come out, when you emerge from your chrysalis, when you emerge from your sacred goo, right, you know, that you are able to go out there and you have an understanding of how all of this works, right? Because if you just get launched out into space and you don't have any understanding, you're probably going to feel ungrounded. You're probably going to not really understand what's going on. It's really beneficial for you to have this slow down energy, to bring it in and to look at it, because the planet of Uranus is about change. All right, so it's wild things. It's expansive, and it's out there. Not expansive like as in Jupiter, but expansive as in it's going to test your ideas of understanding what it is that you already know. And perhaps you're going to be having wild ideas. Spirit's saying, hey, whoa, come back just a second. You're having crown chakra activations with this card, beautifuls. Okay, so really important to keep it slowed down and keep it grounded, right? We got to ground our energy down. When we have crown chakra activations, we need to make sure that we ground our energy down, okay? The root chakra and the crown chakra, they work hand in hand. If the crown chakra is really open and our root chakra is not really grounded, we're going to seem aloof, we're going to seem fuzzy to other people. Not super cool, right? So we want to ground our energy down. We're not helping anybody else if we're so out in the stars that nobody can relate to us, right? So bring it in, ground the energy down, have that understanding of what is happening within you, because you are receiving beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ideas, wonderful beings, and to be able to relate them and to have it to be something that's tangible to other people, you have to be grounded in this plane. Otherwise, they're going to think you're talking gibberish, all right? Thank you for the messages there, beautiful beings of love and light. So, angel spirits, guides, what is it that you have to share about slow and steady and the reunion of souls? Angel spirits, guides, what is it that you have to share about slow but steady and the reunion of souls? So this person that's coming in, or that is here for you, that's helping you with your psychic development, it's very likely. So we've got the card of squares, semi-squares, and quincunx. Okay, and squares, semi-squares, and quincunx is an energy of tension. It's an energy of we don't quite get along super great, or there's something there that really just kind of tests us. And this is a good thing because it allows you to have the ability to reflect, right? If somebody's coming in for you that is bringing you a level of tension, of a level of, oh, there's just something about it, that's a thing for you to reflect on. Why is it that that's coming up? That is the question. Why is it that I'm having this feeling coming up? So it's really a beautiful thing that is coming in with this person, with this reunion of souls energy, you know. And for some of you, this person might be a person from your past life, something that you, you know, a challenging person from a past life that you need to continue and learn lessons from, right? And so when we notice that we're having tension with others, let that be your reminder, your thing that turns on the question part of you and goes, why is that coming up? What is it that is in my being that is having that come into the here and now? And it's absolutely coming in with this slow and steady energy, right? So Spirit's saying, slow it down, right? Look at what that tension is causing, and ask yourselves why. Why is this coming up? What can I learn from that? There's a valuable lesson in there that you need to learn, beautiful beings. Okay, angel, spirits, guides, what else is it that they need to know? Okay, do we want both of these? Yes. So we've got the mother, wife, sister, daughter card that came up, and the follow your heart card that came up. So the first, what first came to me was that this person that's coming through has a really powerful divine feminine energy and a really powerful just feminine energy about them. And they can be male, female, or, you know, gender non-binary, but they have a very strong feminine energy about them, and perhaps that's something that is really kind of a challenge for you. And there's Spirit saying the challenge for you is that you need to open yourself up to receive a little bit of that, and to see how you can embody that. Because if you're having some conflict with that energy, there's something in you that needs to be addressed, needs to be looked at, okay? And as that happens, as you begin to open up to that, your heart is also going to open. Yes, that is the message. Thank you, angel, spirits, guides. All right, so let's have a little bit of clarification on the reunion of souls and integration energy. So it seems like throughout this reading, there's this energy of all of the things that are happening are really about bringing it all in together for you to accept this and integrate this energy into your being. And all of the parts. So that energy is coming through very strong today. Angel, spirits, guides, what is it that you have to share about the reunion of souls energy and the integration energy? Angel, spirits, guides, what is it that you have to share? Is that the one right there? I think so. Oh, that's the 2. All right, so where did you go? You flew underneath the table. How appropriate. So we have the energy of Saturn coming in with this. And this energy kind of opposes this Uranus energy, this wild out there, expansive, think different things and be creative and really go out of the box. And then we've got Saturn coming in and saying, whoa, hold up, we gotta create a little bit of structure around that. We need to have some level of scaffolding or a container or something that we can look at, right? And it's really important with this integration energy that we have some of that we have the ability to create definition around it. And that's really important with this reunion of souls energy, you know, and we're having some tension that's coming up with maybe somebody, and it's important to, when that happens, to have a way to work with that person. And so maybe taking a step back and going, whoa, you're a valuable person and I'm not quite ready to, you know, kick you to the road. Let's figure out how we can work together. Let's create a structure. Let's see how we can continue to weave energy together, right? Because we're still in this integration energy with this part of the message, right? And all of that leads to your development of your special gifts, of your psychic development, of your extrasensory gifts. And we've got this energy of Taurus, and the message here is to cultivate. And Taurus is the first earth sign when the zodiac repeats, right? And so this energy of really creating fertile ground is coming up, this image of creating a fertile ground. So with this person that's coming in for you, you're working and you're creating this structure for you to be able to have a really good and solid place to work from, right? And as much of a challenge as they might be for you, that they need to be a part of your timeline in this moment, right? So we've got that energy that's coming through that is helping you to create a grounded space and to help with taking your energy forward. All right, angel spirits, guides, thank you for all of those messages that you have shared. Now let's pull some final cards to see what it is that these beautiful beings need to know for the rest of everything. For the rest of everything, just that. Angel spirits, guides, what are the final messages that you have to share? Angel spirits, guides, what are the final messages that you have to share? What are the final messages that you have to share? Angel spirits, guides, what? All right. We've got choices. By staying conscious in your thoughts, you guide your journey in the direction of choice. Yeah, absolutely. When we slow down just enough, and we've got that slow and steady card, remember that. When we slow ourselves down, we're able to make conscious thoughts instead of letting our thoughts just run rampant, right? That's also an energy of Taurus, right? When Taurus has time to understand and work with all of the energy, it then finds direction and goes towards it. All right, free spirit. To be a free spirit is to float without walls, to fly without judgment, to love without conditions. Open your heart. Yes. Let yourself soar. Some of you've got that crown chakra activation thing happening. Wisdom. See your adversaries as opportunities to expand your spiritual light. Absolutely. What did I just say? What did the part of this reading talk about? You know, this person that's coming in that's really helping you with your psychic development, they might create some tension for you. They might, you know, in old paradigms be perceived as adversaries, as your opponents. But they're not your opponents. They're here to help you. They're here to help you learn. They're here to help you gain wisdom, to apply the things that you've learned throughout life, the knowledge that you've gained, and to have a practical application and you know, learn wisdom. You gain wisdom from those things, right? From the practical application of the knowledge that you've ascertained throughout life, you get wisdom. All right. Angel spirits, guides, thank you, thank you. One more, let's have one more. That's the one. Vision. Trust in your ability to create the vision in your soul. Absolutely. So we've got this third eye, this clairvoyant energy that's coming through. Vision is a function of the third eye. And it's not just vision that we have with our eyeballs. Vision is more than that. It's third eye energy. That's the message. So yeah, trust in your ability to create the vision in your soul, right? When we've got balanced lower chakras, balanced upper chakras, an open and balanced heart, when we apply our visionary skills, we can manifest that in a really powerful way, and we can manifest that in the world around us. Beautiful beings, those are the messages for today. If any part of these messages resonated with you, please do like the video. It shows me that it resonates with you. I love it when you share the videos. That helps to get the messages out to other people. I'll definitely include a couple of links into other videos that I think will resonate well with this, so you can check those out, and you can also check out all of the other videos that I have. I will also include, will I include a link? I'll include my Sacred Healing Therapies Instagram information in the description as well, so you can see a picture of all of the cards, so that you have that for your own meditation or however you work with the energy that's come through. Those are the messages for today, beautiful beings. Thank you for tuning in. May you be blessed with abundance, brilliance, love, joy, happiness, and all of the beautiful things in life. Until next time.